Hey everybody, Steve here with a reply to a comment that I recently received that at first made me kind of angry and very defensive. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to respond to it right away. Let me just think about it for a while. And I realized that it wasn't, that the person's comment wasn't wrong. I mean, he was right, but it made me defensive. Well, first let me read the comment and then I'll explain why. So the comment came from Art Devi, I guess is how you pronounce his last name. He says, just a heads up, you repeat yourself a lot on your videos. Maybe you can edit when this happens. So it's true, I do repeat myself a lot. I'm the first one to acknowledge that. But I think what was so upsetting about the comment and disheartening, I'm assuming he meant well and was trying to help me improve my videos, and I appreciate that. But if he only knew, if all of you only knew just how much time I spent. I think the part where he said, maybe you should edit your videos. It's like, oh my God. It's like I spent hours and hours and hours editing my video to edit out all the ums and the ahs and the empty spaces where I'm trying to remember what I wanted to say. I don't have a script. These are just off the cuff. I like it that way. I like it where I don't really know ahead of time what I'm really going to say, but it can cause issues where I might repeat myself more and I might go on and on about things, which I do, and I've said that in past videos. My personality is so different. Well, a good example is my brothers, my two youngest brothers. We have the opposite personalities. If I send them a text asking them a question, I'll usually get a 1 or 2 word response, no matter what the question is. If they send me a text asking me a question, they'll get a 1 or 2 page response. It's just how we are. We joke about it. And same thing with voicemails. If they call and leave me a voicemail, it's just a few words. And I'm always like, I want more, I need more information. And so my personality is the kind of personality where I need a lot of information. And I also just feel like it's, for me, when I'm leaving a message on someone's phone, I figure, why not just give them all the information up front so they don't have to wonder what I'm calling about, wonder why I'm asking, call me back, and then try to get the information from me, and then I'm not there, and then I need to call them back, and you go back and forth, and you just waste so much time. Whereas if I call and I know what I'm asking for, I have a question and I'm asking, I give specifics, or if I'm coming to visit, I'll say, here's the date, here's the time, here's the place, blah, blah, blah. I give a lot of details. And I think I'm doing a good thing, and I think I'm being very helpful. But for people like my brothers who want as little information as possible, they're like, oh my God, here's another text from Steve that's a mile long, and I don't want to spend the next 5 minutes reading it. And so they're thinking of it as a negative, where I'm thinking of it as a positive, and vice versa. And that's the same thing with these videos. When I ask some of you, sometimes you guys will ask me a question, and I probably, well, if my brothers answered your question, it would be a couple of words. They would answer in a couple of words. I answer a question and I might go on for 10 minutes. There's probably a happy medium in there somewhere, but I realize it's just my personality. So since I know that I go off on tangents, I know I talk way too long, I know I repeat myself, and I don't usually repeat myself because I'm not aware of it. I kind of repeat myself because I know when a lot of you are watching my videos, I can tell from your comments that you don't listen to what I'm saying half the time. And so I figure, well, or not that you're not listening, you might just be washing the dishes or vacuuming or cleaning or eating or doing other things, and so you might miss it the first time I say it, but maybe then you'll come back after you've gone to the bathroom, you'll come back and you'll catch it the second time at the end of the video. So I'm just trying to be helpful by repeating myself a couple, 2, 3 times. So I'm trying to just emphasize, especially if it's something important, I might emphasize it a couple of times, hopefully in a couple of different ways. But for people who are low information people like Art and my brothers, I'm sure it's probably very annoying. And I'm sure for a lot of people, when they watch my channel, it's just so annoying they just don't watch again. They just don't subscribe, or they unsubscribe and go away. Most of you watching are probably more like me, where you like a lot of information and a lot of details, and you don't mind if I repeat myself a couple of times. But what was disheartening was it made it sound like Art thought I didn't bother to edit my videos at all. And if he only knew, if all of you only knew just how much work I put into editing all of the extraneous stuff out, including the repetitive time. So if you're watching any of my videos, if it was a half-hour video, well, I had at least an hour to maybe 2 hours worth of footage that I had to edit down to a half hour so it would be faster paced and I could get rid of all the extraneous stuff. So any video that you've watched of mine is always 2 to 3 to 4 times longer than what you're watching because I've spent hours editing it down. I watch so many YouTubers where they just do one-take videos. They'll turn the camera on, they'll start talking, they'll talk for 15, 20 minutes, a half hour, and no editing involved at all. And they just have the right amount of words for the right amount of time. They don't repeat themselves a lot, or maybe they do and they don't care and their audience doesn't care. And they spend no time editing or fixing their videos. And they get way more views than I do, way more subscribers than I do, way more everything than I do. That's the part that's really irritating on one level. I mean, I'm not mad at them. I'm envious. I wish I could do that. But on the positive side, I think Art's comment finally made me realize I just need to do what I want to do. I'm always trying to make my videos better for everyone else, but it doesn't seem to have made much of a difference as far as subscribers and views and those kind of things. So I think going forward, my preference is to make short videos. I would rather make a video every single day that's 3, 4, 5 minutes long, rather than one video a week that's a half hour long. Now I know most people tend to like longer videos, and so I always try to do what other people want, but I think I've gotten to the age now, and I've gotten to the point, I'm 72 years old now, and I just want to have fun and enjoy my life, whatever time I have left. I don't want to spend a lot of time editing anymore. So if I make a 3, 4, 5 minute video, there's not that much in there. There's not that much that needs to be edited. And maybe I won't edit them at all. Maybe I'll just leave in all the ums and the ahs and the repetitive statements. But in a 3-minute video, you can't repeat yourself too much. Hopefully. Maybe I could do that. But I think I'm finally ready just to start making shorter videos, which is what I've wanted to do since the very beginning. But YouTube doesn't like short videos. They prefer long videos. Their number one goal is to get you to watch as long as possible. And if I do a half-hour video, there's more of a chance you're going to watch at least half of it, so 15 minutes. That's a long time. If I make 3-minute videos, most people never watch more than half a video, so you're going to watch a 1.5-minute video. There's not enough time for advertising, and that's what YouTube wants. They want as much advertising as possible, and you're not going to be watching as long. So, my views will go down, my subscribers will go down, my ad dollars will go down, but that's okay. I just need to do what I want to do that makes me happy, and hopefully enough of you will be happy watching these shorter videos. Anyway, that's the plan right now. We'll see what happens. You know me, I change my mind a lot about different things, and who knows, going forward, I may make hour-long videos only. I mean, that's another thing about my personality is I jump into things really fast without doing a lot of planning ahead of time. And then afterwards, I figure I can course correct later. I can adjust and change direction later. And then if I don't like that direction, I can go back the other direction. I changed a lot. And it has its pluses and its minuses. But anyway, here I am, going off on a tangent again, trying to make a short video, and I'm going to have to edit all of this out probably. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just leave it all in, so we'll see. So anyway, thanks everybody as always for sharing, and I will see you all in the next video.